soldier. As you can see, for once in a rare occasion, we are out of harm's way, and we are in a location close to the base. And the good news is, for the time being, we can go over, plans while consuming some rations. And I allotted this time period to be able to fill you in and maybe, go back and forth about some of these reptilian menaces. So, let me pull out my food and drink. As you can see, got a standard issued water tube to sip down that sweet H2O. And then these things, you can take them out on the battlefield. It's pretty tough, if I do say so myself. Let me get a good old swig out of there. I had some good stuff. They don't make nothing like it. Especially when you're about to keel over from dehydration. So, I got that. And I see you got pizza. Where the heck did you get that pizza? I didn't know they airdropped any pizza. How the hell would you get a Pizza Hut pizza out here on the base? There ain't a Pizza Hut within 500 miles. Now they airdropped some of these damn burritos. They had them in a big old igloo core. And they dropped all these sons of bitches out of the hatch. And it don't taste too bad. But I'll tell you something. Too much of one thing. Well, it's too much of one thing. That's about it. And so, I figured out a new defensive action against the lizard people and the iguanas, reptilians, if you will. And now I'll take off my headset and show you a quick demonstration. There's a big mask. And I say you're looking at me like I'm some kind of crazy. But here's the thing. Them reptilians are real. I mean real. Afraid of the pigs. And I found that out because we got ourselves a prized hog on them. He's kind of like a pet. this thing is an invaluable tool. Yeah, you'll scare them within after tail. I see you're already tucking into your pizza there. I suppose I ought to start eating this burrito. So, I got here a Mexican delicacy. That there's a burrito. Now this one ain't too large. Tell you why, soldier. It's due to the simple fact that if you bog yourself down with food on the battlefield, well, you're gonna be sluggish, and that ain't gonna do well for either of you. What? I can't really hear you. I've been listening to some Warren's Eve on these headphones here. Now, he was one of the last of the genuine musicians, and he was a damn good one. Rest in peace. That's better, I could hear you now. I'll tell you something that could use. Well, I could use some hot sauce. But you know, I ain't never been a planner. And so, we don't got no hot sauce. H2O. That'll wash that burrito down nice and good. And so, before I forget, we're gonna be hitting their base. We found their stronghold. And I'll tell you something else. I bet you about $1 million. There's some fine reptilian artillery up in that son of a bitch. Yeah. Bet you will find some cold lizard rifles. You know, sometimes these things look like a piece of crap. And, you know, mostly due to the fact, you know, that I've been eating them for a long time. And they used to be a real big good thing to me. You know, now they don't have no appeal anymore. bringing big artillery. You know, we'll be bringing a rocket launcher. Because there's a real good chance that we're gonna have to blow a damn hole in the Reptilian base. And when you hear them bastards scream, well, that'll shake you within an inch of your life. That's a butterfly over there. Sometimes when you're out of here, you see something so beautiful. And you know, kind of takes you out of the tragedies of war. Reminds you that there is life outside of war. And maybe one day we will come to a peace throughout mankind. But until then, we fight. And I know you're probably asking me why to spit that out. Well, it's 'cause that particular piece tasted like cardboard. Sorry I had to see that. But this ain't pretty. This is war. You know, this ain't sitting down having pizza, watching the game. This is real. Got spiders all over me. You almost done with that pizza? Yeah, that looks pretty good. No thanks. Trying to take it easy on the pizza. You know, me and pizza, we got a love-hate relationship. You know, the cool thing about this is that you could be running and gunning and sipping water at the same time. And there ain't nothing better than that. Keeping hydrated. You know, the Mountain Dew, it don't do you too well on the battlefield. I'm gonna put my Warren back on at low volume. Looks like her helmet's a little scuffed. Oh hell, you got a big scratch. But I'll tell you what, that's why you always wear the damn helmet. Them suckers will take their claws, and I've seen the worst of it. And it ain't no often I'd wish on the worstest of enemies. Oh yeah, well, that was a big old